And there has been a lot of behind-the-scenes promoting of Destination T&T in the European market, particularly at the recent ODI series between the West Indies and Netherlands. Tourism Trinidad Limited saw the perfect opportunity to expand that reach and receive an even greater return on investment. Sunil Lalla has more in tonight's Business Insight segment.
If you happen to watch the recent ODI series between the Windies and the Netherlands, or even the recently concluded England vs Netherlands ODIs, you may have witnessed these advertising boards placed along the boundary lines. T&T Global Diaspora business advocate Anthony Brand says discussions for this started way back in March at the Dubai Expo. He says this was done to support the reintroduction of the KLM Airlines route from Port of Spain to Amsterdam, which commenced in October 2021, and increased visitor arrivals to T&T.
It's like the only major European airline which is servicing Trinidad and Tobago from continental Europe, and we really want to make sure that we can tap into that widespread, that large KLM network across Europe to get persons to Trinidad and Tobago.
But it wasn't just advertising boards. A cultural show, along with some of T&T's culinary delights, was used to showcase this country at the Games. CEO of Tourism Trinidad Limited, Curtis Rod, says it was the perfect opportunity since 14% of arrivals to the Caribbean comes from the European market.
Visitor arrivals and heads in beds, that's our ultimate goal. But we would also measure things like the brand awareness that we would have gotten in terms of the return on investment. So the brand awareness, and specifically with regards to the game, we would measure things like on-screen time, the amount of times the logo is shown.
Out of the 270 meters of advertising boards, Trinidad had 30 meters of advertising space, equivalent to 10 advertising boards. And while this may have come at a cost, Mr. Brown says the return on investment is crucial since both series had a potential viewership in just England and the Caribbean of 5.4 million homes.
And this is important because, of course, we'll have lots of fans will be from England at the game in the Netherlands, but also because we've found that people are already flying the route Manchester to Amsterdam to Port of Spain with KLM. So we think that it's quite important.
Meanwhile, Mr. Rudd adds that the KLM route has been performing optimally since it commenced the route in October.
So far, the flight has been doing quite well. We are seeing about a 70 to 75% load factor, which is, quite good considering everything that's happening with COVID.
Tourism Trinidad Limited will also promote this country at the upcoming Rotterdam Carnival in Holland. I am Sunil Lalla with your TTT News Business Insight.